We're starting trending by talking about Lizzo. The singer has been accused of sexual harassment and creating a hostile work environment by 3 of her former dancers. That's according to a lawsuit that was just filed today. The dancers allege that Lizzo called attention to one dancer who gained weight and also pressured a member of her team to touch a nude performer at a club in Amsterdam.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Benny. You ever heard of virtue signaling? Virtue signaling is when people with no virtue sit there and project on you that you need to change your lives and you need to be better and you better respect me, when they are indeed scumbags. These people often masquerade in real life. I have this interesting image from the year 2016. You'll love this one. Remember when they were all outraged about Donald Trump getting elected and they hosted hat marches, the Women's March all over America, right? Guess who attended those marches? Harvey Weinstein. There you go. Here's Harvey Weinstein at one of the women's marches, surrounded by hats, these little pink hats, these little creations of virtue signaling. And Harvey Weinstein was welcomed among them. Yes, that monster. And so, just a cautionary tale. Be very, very careful. The individuals who scream and yell and morally scold you and say that you need to do better, because they are often the ones who are super guilty of being absolute monsters. Speaking of an absolute monster, it now looks like Lizzo is an absolute monster. Yes, that's right. The beacon of positivity and the beacon of acceptance is actually secretly an absolutely goblin-like creature who is demoralizing to her staff and has now been accused of assault, racial and religious harassment, and disability discrimination by her own employees. Lizzo fat-shamed, sexually harassed 3 of her dancers, lawsuit alleges. My God, what is this? Let's read. Lizzo, widely considered an icon of inclusivity and body positivity, which is, of course, the virtue signaling that you have been scolded and accused of. Of course, that's the Lizzo test, right? The Lizzo test is you must say that Lizzo is beautiful. You must say that Lizzo is beautiful, all right? And then you must also then call all liberal women Lizzo. Just say, okay, you remind me of Lizzo, to all leftist women, and watch their reaction, okay? Just that. This is how you gut check the virtue signaling, all right? Lizzo, widely considered an icon of body positivity. Yes, well, you look like Lizzo, writer of this article. Let's see how she responds. Accused of creating a hostile work environment by fat-shaming and sexually harassing 3 of her former dancers, according to a lawsuit filed Tuesday. The 44-page lawsuit filed in Los Angeles Superior Court sent to the Daily Beast plaintiffs' lawyers outlined damaging allegation against Lizzo. Her real name is Melissa Jefferson. Let's start calling her Melissa Jefferson. I prefer that one. Her production company, Big Girl Big Touring, okay, a little on the nose there, right? Big Girl Big Touring, and her dance team captain, Charlene Quigley. Beyond a hostile work environment and sexual harassment, the suit also claims that Lizzo and her team were responsible for assault, racial and religious harassment, disability discrimination, intentional interference with prospective economic advantage, and false imprisonment. Holy crap. Oh my God. Okay. So here's the lawsuit. This is for real, for real. You can see the 44 pages of the lawsuit here. We've read through a little bit of the top line here, and it's, yikes. I hope that Lizzo has saved her money. Maybe this is why she had a meltdown on Twitter or X the other day and essentially quit the platform after having sort of a public panic attack. One of the contestants were told they would be required to participate in a nude photo shoot. While some of the contestants were not bothered by this, the prospect of a nude photo shoot made other contestants severely uncomfortable. This is some really, really bad stuff. I mean, you should see some of the headlines we can't even put up on screen. Eating bananas that have been used in sexually compromising sex work. Ugh. Yikes. This is going to be a tough one. The stunning nature of how Lizzo used her management and treated her team while the performers seems to go against everything Lizzo stands for publicly. Oh, interesting. Wow. Funny how that all works. While privately, she weight shames her dancers and demeans them in ways that are not only illegal, but absolutely demoralizing, the plaintiff's attorney, Ron Zabrano, said in a statement. Reps for Lizzo did not immediately respond for comment. Two plaintiffs began dancing with Lizzo after competing as contestants on her TV reality show. They've since been fired or resigned. The sexual harassment claims come from an outing Lizzo invited the dancers to attending a show in Amsterdam in February of 2023. While an attendance was not mandatory, the suit claims that Lizzo typically expected the dancers to endear themselves to her and favored those who attended her after parties at events. The three dancers accepted Lizzo's invitation without knowing it would be in Amsterdam's red light district, known for its sex clubs and nudity. The suit states that the plaintiffs expressed misgivings, but they reluctantly went along for job security. At the club, called Bar, the suit claims that Lizzo urged the dancers to touch the nude performers, catch dildos launched from the performers' vaginas, and eat bananas protruding from the performers' vaginas. Specifically, Lizzo allegedly pressured Davis into touching the breast of a nude female performer and leading a chant demanding she do so, even as they reiterated their discomfort. Oh my. So this is Lizzo and her dance squad here. You can see, of course, Lizzo on main stage. This is her dance squad, and Lizzo is fat shaming, according to the lawsuit, these individuals. This person is fat shaming these individuals. Again, this person is fat shaming these individuals. Got it? See how virtue signaling works? During the same outing, Lizzo allegedly badgered one of her security guards to get up on stage. His pants were pulled down to expose himself, and Lizzo yelled, "Take it off," and began to whip him. Oh my. Plaintiffs were aghast at how little regard Lizzo showed for the bodily autonomy of her employees and those around her, especially in the presence of many people who she employed. Wow. It's almost like we shouldn't give these people an enormous amount of money and fame. It's almost like these individuals have been totally and completely manufactured by an industry that wishes to take advantage of them and then destroy them. Kind of like when Cardi B is now being accused of assault and chucking it at one of her concert goers. I say that because it's not actually a concert. This was clearly just an iPad that everyone was listening to, because you can hear the song just going on and on and on, even though the performer doesn't have the microphone. Chalk this one up again as a massive win for our boy Matt Gaetz, who said that nobody wants to buy beer from Lizzo, essentially attacking woke beer companies for doing the same thing, virtue signaling. Matt Gaetz is right about this, and this is a very, very bad person. Matt Gaetz with a very common W. Lizzo apparently is a total monster, and we really hope that this goes to trial, and we hope that we learn a lot more and that her career is destroyed, because she just doesn't seem like a good person, actually. And it often and always is those that are griping, moralizing, and lecturing you the very most who are the most guilty of what they're accusing you of. Remember that. And remember to end communism with us by liking, sharing, and subscribing to our page. It's your boy Benny. See ya.